Well, as Idaho keeps growing, so does the number of million-dollar homes sold in Ada County. Back in May of 2022, our Shira Matsuzawa looked into those record home sales and why nearly half of those homes in Ada County were all sold in Eagle. But how is the luxury home market looking now? Is it still breaking records? Shira went to find out.
Homes with a seven-figure price tag in Ada County look like this. This and this. Attractive views, upscale locations, and swimming pools with a hot tub. These are just some of the features that entice home buyers to luxury homes.
In Ada County, there was $880 million homes that have sold. Eagle had 380 of them. So I'm at almost half, which is pretty wild.
Back in May of 2022, KTVB did a story about a record number of million-dollar homes sold in Ada County, with nearly half of them in Eagle. But how's the local luxury housing market looking now? Are those homes still selling?
I think the most interesting thing about the data is that even in 2023, where rates are significantly higher than they've been, we're still going to have one of our most record years for luxury home sales.
Brett Hughes is the owner of Boise Premier Real Estate and has been tracking the data.
We'll probably get to about 850 homes that have sold in Ada County over $1 million, including townhouses, condos, single family, which I think people are shocked to hear about because that's second only to last year at 2022.
Last year, from January 1st to December 31st, 948 homes sold for more than $1 million in Ada County.
A huge number, especially considering that Boise for 10, 20 years would maybe sell 12 of them per year.
Brett says he believes it's because people are relocating and still moving to Idaho.
Each year, the average has actually gotten higher. So even this year, where we're going to be 100 homes off of our absolute high, the average price is still 1.5 million of luxury. So they're getting up there. I mean, you're starting to see homes hit the market at 3 and 4 million, which we have never seen before.
He says those homes are still predominantly sold in Eagle. But just how long are these luxury homes staying on the market?
So it used to be when you sold $1 million home, it had been there for a long time. Like it was like 90 days. I think even the stats say 150 days on the market.
But that changed during the pandemic when Idaho saw an influx of people moving here. In 2020, luxury homes stayed on the market for an average of 43 days. In 2021 and 2022, luxury homes stayed on the market for even less time, and that number was cut in half to around 20 days.
Now we're at 51 days, which is still really, really fast considering that the traditional market of everything is about 35 days on the market.
He says that shows the demand for luxury homes is still building.
It's never been like this. This is new.
In fact, just this year, a home in Star belonging to former NFL player Mike Iupati sold for nearly $7 million, making it the most expensive home to sell in the Treasure Valley.
That was a gorgeous home. I mean, it's 8,500 square feet, full court basketball, spa, sauna, everything, 17 acres, amazing.
So how does this factor into what the rest of our current housing market is seeing?
The current market, I think, is really, really complicated because although payments are high and pricing is pretty stable, I don't see how we get more inventory. Just like we talked about in May of 2023, so just a short while ago, we said inventory was not going to be fulfilled by builders, and you're not going to see a lot of people actually want to sell their house because they're locked into a rate that they like and a payment that they like. That still holds. So I just don't see us, if we had any adjustments one way or the other, it's going to be very, very minor. And so I just feel like we're going to be in this low inventory status for quite some time.
As for talks about the market crashing,
and that is not what we've seen, and it's not what we've predicted even for the last 2 years, because inventory has always stayed relatively low.
And Brett remembers what it was like working in real estate when that infamous 2008 crash happened.
2009 in particular, there was one home over $1 million that sold. I mean, the prices were so depressed and there was so much inventory, you could just pick from whatever you wanted. The other thing is that the segment of the market of foreclosures, short sales, and actually bank owned was so high. It was like close to 30%. We don't even have 1% of the market like that.
As for what we're seeing right now, Brett says the numbers suggest this is the new Idaho.
I think Boise is changing. The Treasure Valley is changing. I think this is the trajectory we're on, especially with this many people still wanting to move here, and our migration rate not being 3% anymore, but still being 1.5% is still such a huge number for migration.
Brett adds Idaho isn't the only state seeing the increase in the selling of luxury homes. He's seen it in some of the Utah and Colorado areas as well.